It's your lovely Abbie Dagrin, and welcome back to my channel, lovelies. Today I'll be continuing a series on my channel that deals with natal chart analysis, and today I'll be doing one on Jim Carrey. I'll be speaking on his personality traits, his characteristic traits based off of the placements in his charts. I'll be speaking on how he's been able to gain a lot of success based off of his natal chart placements. So please stay tuned for the rest of my video, lovelies. If you have not yet become a part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is your calling to do so. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Please also make sure you hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. And last but not least, please make sure you share this video with everyone you know, whether it's your friends, your family members, your enemies, anyone who loves Jim Carrey, or anyone who really loves this content. Now let's get right into the video, lovelies. Jim Carrey was born on January 17, 1962, so this qualifies him to be a Capricorn. With this placement, he tends to be someone who's very grounded, very practical in everything that he does, and that's something that really helps and benefits him. Because being an earth sign, he really gets that energy very well. He's very patient about his life. You know, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and patience is a virtue when it comes to a placement like this. They are resolute and are always looking for the next level to achieve. Being successful is something that really drives him, and he's been very successful in his life. He's someone who's very serious and mature, and he's capable of accepting responsibilities and doing so willingly. He's someone who's very great at reaching all of his goals, and he's the type of person who's going to finish a project or anything regardless of how long it takes, and know that there is a process to everything. Next up would be his moon in Gemini, and with this placement, it's a mutable sign, so they tend to be very much charming individuals, very witty and very cool. Sometimes he can be moody and irritable with family members, but he's someone who tends to be very great educated. He's someone who's very curious, and he's someone who loves to have fun. He's also someone who has a very close social circle and is always on the move for the big next challenge coming up next. He's someone who loves to intellectualize his emotions. So feeling his emotions is one thing, but really feeling those emotions, he'll want to talk about it more than feel it. He's someone who's very optimistic, very curious about what's happening in life. He's very quick-witted, and he's very communicative. Because, you know, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. He can be unorganized at times, but he's very impressionable as well. Up next would be his Mercury in Aquarius. Makes sense because usually anyone with a Capricorn sun would either have a Capricorn Mercury, an Aquarius Mercury, or a Sagittarius Mercury. So he has his placement, and it tells a lot about his communication. He's someone who thrives on being different from other people, and he's confident that his point of view is the right point of view. He's someone who's very smart and very intelligent. He does have a lot of progressive communication. He's someone who is very clear and precise when he's speaking. He's very impressionable. He does not give leads for continuing a conversation. He's usually concerned with the welfare of the masses. He's very futuristic when he's talking. He's someone who's very unconventional, and he's great at telling stories. He's not one who really likes to show his emotions, but he can be unique, very excellent ideas, and very inventive. Up next would be his lovely Venus in Capricorn, and with this placement, he is someone who loves to do things for his partners. He loves to give them things, shower them, spoil them. He's someone who's attracted to someone who's very mature, very responsible, very hardworking, very successful, and very socially validated, so successful. He's someone who is very intelligent, and very determined, and he wants someone in a relationship like that. He loves predictability in his relationship. He's the type of person who's a loner, and he's someone who's a part of the cool factor. He is someone who appears very important to others. He's very conservative and maybe shy but try to hide it. He's someone who's old-fashioned and loves ideas. He wants someone who he can count on, and he needs material wealth and status to feel very happy and safe. So this is very great. Up next would be his Mars in Capricorn. So this will be his third Capricorn placement, so he has a Capricorn stellium. With this placement, he's someone who's very hardworking, and he desires wealth, success, and power. This is actually a great placement to have Mars in. It's Capricorn, Aries, and Scorpio. He is someone who's going to make sure he works as hard as he needs to in order for him to accomplish every goal he wants to. He's someone who's very ambitious and very enduring, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn and Mars as well, but Saturn, you need a lot of patience with that placement. So they are going to work as hard and as long as they need to in order for them to accomplish a dream. They are also the types of people who enjoys for the future, preparing for it by being hardworking. They are attracted to older people, and they are attracted to authority figures, and they're very great at really being great at their work. Up next would be his Jupiter in Aquarius, and this can be a very interesting placement at times. With this placement, they tend to be very popular, and he does have a lot of fame and popularity, so this placement has given him. He's someone who's very humane, and he really loves to think about human beings, think about the human race, and think about different things that really benefit him. He's someone who is great and bringing fortune through his inventive thought process. So Jim Carrey is an actor, and he's someone who's very intelligent, very creative, very open-minded, and he's able to be in movies or even direct movies that really show a different perspective of life, or even speak about different things that bring a different perspective of life as well. So that's something that really benefits him, and he gets a very great understanding of that through his life experiences. So this is a great placement for him. Up next would be his Saturn in Aquarius, and this is actually a great placement as well. Saturn is ruled by Aquarius, Capricorn, and Libra, and we do see throughout his life it has been a little difficult, and he's someone who's very reserved with his actions. He's someone who has an interesting thought process that is considered to be unconventional. And if you do listen to Jim Carrey and the ideas and the things that he says, they could be very much considered unconventional, because a lot of people really don't think the way that he thinks. This is something that really benefits him in the long run, because as the older we get and the more progressive society is, people are really able to understand exactly what he was talking about and are able to really grasp a lot of the concepts that he wanted to show in this generation. So that's part of his plight away by having this placement, but it'll be beneficial in the long run. Up next would be his Uranus in Leo. And with this placement, he tends to be highly inventive, very self-expressive, very audacious, courageous, and someone who loves to do things that really give them the power that they feel they need. He's very highly energetic when it comes to implementing a new idea and seeing it through the end. He is someone who loves to look at society in a way that can be changed, and look at society in a way that they can really benefit from doing the best that they can in life, and really having the endurance needed in order for them to accomplish their goals. With Leos, they really like a challenge thrown towards them, and they feel like that's one of the ideas society needs to know and to learn. And self-endurance and making it through the end is something that they really believe in and very much acknowledge in order for society to really progress and get better. Up next would be his Neptune in Scorpio, and with this placement, he's someone who's very much a rare sign that finds happiness from the darkest places in society, things that other people may really much not look at, very much not really want to hear about. These are the things that inspire him. And if you do listen to his comedy and you listen or watch a lot of his shows, he does have a lot of dark humor that probably is something that a lot of people really don't like or really want to know about. However, this is something that really expresses through his Neptune and Scorpio, because he'll be able to explain these things, and they're not afraid of the things that other people of previous generations are afraid of. And I feel as though they'll be able to be open-minded or help other generations after them to be open-minded in things that probably the previous generations weren't. So this is a very interesting placement. Up next would be his Pluto in Virgo, and he's been able to gain this placement because he was born between 1957 and 1972, so he's a part of Generation X. You're the types of people who perfectionism is something that they really love and they really need, because it's a Virgo placement, and perfectionism is something that they really appreciate. They have a very much down-to-earth attitude about different things, and they are very great at just being themselves and being helpful. They're also the types of people who are adept to helping others and offering the practical care necessary to improve anyone's status. They're the types of people who are hardworking, very self-improving, and very skilled. Helping others is something that they really love to do. They love to make sure that people are doing better or even on the same level as them or even higher. They're very great at helping others, and that's something that Generation X really does exemplify. Up next would be his North Node in Leo, and this is actually a fame placement. So with this placement, he will need to learn how to have individuality, a willingness to take center stage, following one's heart's desires, strengthening one's willpower, having enthusiasm, self-confidence, taking risk, relating to the childlike quality in others, enjoying life, having fun, looking at life as a game, being brave, connecting to their heart and not ignoring it, depending solely on the mind, choosing to identify with the child within him, exploring creativity, not being afraid of love, inspiring and leading others through his acts of courage, letting go of the need of detachment, and being able to really be attached to people. Up next would be his Chiron in Pisces, and this can be a very sad placement because they usually have the wound of distrust, usually in regards to relationships. Probably at a young age, they were basically shown by adults, people around them, that they could not have faith in people, or they cannot believe in people or trust people because they were probably hurt, or something that happened when they were younger is something that really hurt them, so they weren't able to have trust and faith in them. And this is what in older age or in adulthood, they don't really trust people. And what they need to realize is that yes, there are people on this earth who are here to hurt them. However, there are also people on this earth who are here to benefit them and heal them as well. And they can be able to heal others through their faith and trust in themselves. Next up is his Scorpio rising, and with this placement, he's someone who's very strong in regards to his presence. He's very determined and can be stubborn sometimes, and this comes from him being a fixed sign. Fixed signs tend to be stubborn, and it's not in a way that's very negative or bad. It's in a way that they believe in something and they're going to stick to it. He's the type of person who sees through people's exteriors. He's very intense and strong in regards to a drive to succeed. He needs a partner who's down to earth, reliable, and loyal. He has a pleasant exterior that may be unlike his true self. He doesn't take decisions lightly. He tends to take a long time before opening up. He relies on his intuition to solve a lot of his problems. And privacy is something that he really needs. He's someone that loves to really be mysterious and really get to know his partner in a way that's very deep and understanding. So this is a great placement. Last but not least is his midheaven in Leo. This is actually another fame placement. And with this placement, he's someone who tends to be very much tenacious. He's someone who's very much ambitious, loyal, bold, and generous in regards to his career. He's great at directing a team. He's very creative in the solutions that he gives. He's great at giving feedback in regards to his career. And he's someone who's very great at these things in regards to his persona or his image in the public light. With this placement, he's someone who's great at taking center stage. He's someone who's always in the spotlight, or the spotlight's always on him. In some way, he always felt like he's destined for greatness, and this is basically their destiny. He's someone who is great in a leadership skill. He's someone who thrives in a career that deals with a group of people where they are center stage. So this is a great placement for him and explains his fame. That's all I have for you lovelies today in regards to Mr. Carrey's natal chart. Please let me know down below, did you learn more about him? Did you get a better understanding as to who he is as a person? Please also let me know down below who else you guys would want me to do natal chart analysis on. And please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Please make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure you hit that like button and that share button to know when I upload videos. And last but not least, please make sure you are following me on all of my social media accounts under Abbie Dagrin, from Facebook to my podcast, Gaio Beauty from my Etsy store to my Instagram, and my PayPal that is linked down below. I love you all. Please stay safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, lovelies.